And now, aviation weather around Alaska.
Sunday morning, showing IFR here from just near Nikolsky all the way out to Shimianatu. Much better conditions here over the northern Bering Sea with some VFR, marginal VFR up to the Kuskokwim Bay into the Yukon Delta, St. Lawrence Island through the Bering Strait. Some IFR there for the western central Arctic coast. Interior Alaska, good VFR from the North Slope all the way down into the Gulf, and some marginal VFR slipping up towards southwestern Kodiak Island. VFR northern panhandle, marginal to the south. And for the afternoon, big storm down here well south of the Queen Charlotte Island, pushing some IFR up into the southern southeast coast across Dixon Entrance, staying not too bad up to the north and to the east. Some marginal VFR here with some moisture over the Gulf of Alaska up to the Kenai Peninsula and sliding in across the Barren Islands there. Otherwise, Kodiak staying VFR in the interior, and marginal VFR for the central Arctic coast. And still some marginal VFR here from the Bering Sea extending in along the southwest coast there to Bristol Bay. IFR, Adak-Atka, over to about the eastern Aleutians. And for the morning, Monday, IFR, areas of the central and eastern Arctic coast. Marginal VFR in over portions of the North Slope from the Brooks Range. Southward again, right into the ocean down here. Good VFR, Kodiak Island VFR, northern Bristol Bay, Togiak, Dillingham, and now VFR right out to the coastline. IFR zone pulling eastward here into the Alaska Peninsula. Marginal VFR for the remainder of the Bering Sea and most of the Aleutians and the southeast coast. VFR over the southern three quarters, marginal VFR to the north here to about Yakutat. And then for Monday afternoon, marginal VFR now over the central and southern southeast coast, stays marginal there, Dry Bay to about Yakutat, and North Gulf Coast, Prince William Sound, Kodiak, VFR, and that extends right up to the Brooks Range again and all the way out to the coastline. And marginal VFR, central eastern Arctic coast, and mostly just marginal VFR covering the Bering Sea there and most of the Aleutians. Still some IFR here hung up along the Alaska Peninsula. Passes, Hanatuvik and Adigan, both VFR, Brooks Range looking really good, as is the Alaska Range. VFR for both passes for Lake Clark and Merrill, rainy as well. VFR, windy, VFR, wide open for Isabel, Mentasta, VFR, Tanita, VFR, Portage also. Another VFR day coming up for Sunday, and Chilkoot and White, marginal VFR. Looking at the freezing levels, 2,000 feet here, right across the north side of the Seward Peninsula into the Yukon River there, and then down to northern Susitna Valley, Copper River Basin, about 2,000 feet, actually just about into the northern Panhandle, 4,000 feet, a little farther to the south there. And then out over the Bering Sea, about 4,000 to 6,000 feet, 8,000 to 10,000 feet over the central and western Aleutians. And from there, going to the icing, see with the next system here, some areas of considerable moderate rime icing beginning to approach the Pribilof Islands in the afternoon, but staying north of the main Aleutian chain. Lighter icing threats for the eastern Aleutians. Another batch up here coming across the Bering Strait down to about St. Lawrence Island and the southeast coast. Seeing icing increasing from south-southeast to north-northwest throughout the day. Otherwise, high pressure over the Queen Charlotte's at 33,000 feet, giving southwest flow at about 60 knots into the panhandle there. Upper level high over the Kobuk Valley. Definitely see the flow circulating around that at about 60 knots or so. But the main jet here, right along the Aleutians or just to the north up to 155 knots, and it dives off to the southeast there before it quite reaches the Alaska Peninsula. 9,000 feet, light variable winds over all of mainland Alaska down into the Gulf, northern Bering Sea. A little brisker here along the Aleutians, anywhere from 30 to 50 knots from mainly a westerly direction. And increasing winds now coming into the Panhandle. You see a big storm that's not quite on the chart here, the center of which, but as you can see, 45 knot winds over the Queen Charlotte and about 30 knot winds into the south central part of the Panhandle. 3,000 feet, 55 knot winds here, almost up to the coastline there at Prince of Wales Island. For for the southeast coast. Otherwise, the interior, light and variable. Same thing for the Gulf and northern eastern Bering Sea here. But northwesterly is about 40 knots for the western Aleutians. And for turbulence, look for light to isolated moderate turbulence here for the Adak-Atka area back to about Kiska Island. And then increasing turbulence here for the southeast coast throughout the day and into the afternoon. Again, becoming heaviest down there around Prince of Wales Island.